When I first caught sight of Daud, I was just a broken kid, staying alive out of spite. He cut the throats of 3 men without making a sound, leaving only blood and death in his wake.
Because that kind of thing impresses the ladies.
When I followed him that night, but he shared his strange magic with me.
Police, over here!
His skill, his time, his trust, and sometimes his secrets. Now he's not the man he was. Here in his final days, he's got wounds that won't ever heal and regrets as sharp as mine. I know how much that carves you up inside, but I found him. And he wants me to help him make up for a lifetime of sins.
By killing a god.
By killing a god.
Yeah.
The
Good luck
teaches
with
us
that.
The outsider preys on weakness. That the void is the source of doubt, heresy, and suffering. That the outsider is to blame for all our ills.
Because heaven forbid we should take responsibility for ourselves. And really? Fresh rat in the stew? Again?
My arm hacked away. My eye hollow and burning. It still aches. Let's hope it's not some kind of omen.
Let me tell you something about the void, Billy Lurk. It touches the minds of the dreaming and the dying alike. And sometimes, dreams can only tell you what you wanted to forget.
I know who you
Or
are.
what might have been.
Why are you here? What do you want from me?
People usually want something from
What
me.
in the void?
But you don't want my mark, do you, Billy? So I will return something you lost.
Wait, what are you? Ah!
The world was wounded around you. And you carry the scars. You will never be the same. I wonder if you'll like them.
Okay.
Of course he shows up now. Shit. Shit! He took my arm. And my face! Is it because of the dreams? Or Daud?
Or he's just trying to stitch the timelines together before everything falls apart? I mean, those dreams come from the non-Aramis Stilton line, so... Huh. Right, well, let's have a look. So, a deadly raid at the Albarca. A raid on the Albarca baths turned deadly as guards fought for their lives against the notorious eyeless They were all dead when you came through the door. How did you end up in a lethal showdown with vicious corpses instead? He reassured reporters that his guards sustained only minor injuries when they fell over their own swords and tried the rat liquor. No eyeless members survived. Ahem. Yes, bravo for the Grand Guard. I'm sorry, I can't say this with a straight face.
The Grand Guard take down the eyeless. Ha! Choffers.
Apparently neither can Billy. Oh, restless night. I thought ICPZ the same dream, same sharper version of the same dream. Huh. Yeah, so basically the world is coming unglued thanks to the events of Dishonored 2 when we ended up meddling with the timelines. Now, is it purely that Billy is stuck in, I don't know, kind of Schrödinger state? Hard to be sure. Forgive me, I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me right then and there. But I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaca. The engine is rattling. It felt good to say the name. It felt even better to hear it. And now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Oh dear. Whoops. Should have stayed as Megan Foster, shouldn't you? Wanted Billy Lurk. Okay, tried to pump out the engine, but no use. The ship's dead in the water, so the dreadful whales had her last voyage, and now we're following the ink. He's on my ship. The guy's called the Black Magic Brute. Dunwall had better names. The Knife of Dunwall. Huh. Right. Need your help. Mothers tell outsiders. Tell tales about the outside children in cradles. For the Abbey, those stories never stop. And now Daud wants to kill him. Right, okay. And let's put up, maybe he's right. Now, ooh, we have magic. Right, let's have a look. So, this is Displace. Basically, it's our blink analog, but rather than being an instant thing, it puts down a marker, and then you can displace it, so you can save it for later.
What has the outsider done to me?
Well, I'm surprised, honestly, that he didn't just kill us, given that he presumably knows Daud wants him dead. After all, we're told the outsider sees everything. Really? A dental mask in here? Okay, fair enough. And there's also foresight.
This thing lets me see more than I should.
Which...
Why give this to me?
Good question. The outsider doesn't do anything without purpose, so... I think we have to assume that he wants us to really... Can't we just fence that painting? It's giving me the creeps. I think we have to assume the outsider wants us to somehow, I don't know, repair the walls between worlds? Maybe something like that? Oh, hello, Daud. Welcome back.
What happened to you? The outsider did this.
Yeah, there aren't many other suspects.
I've had bad dreams for a while now, and he was never there. But I feel good. Strong. Like all those years ago when we ran together. He didn't offer me his mark. Just said some cryptic shit, and left me with this.
I never knew what the black-eyed bastard wanted. Be careful.
Something to
The
pass the
outsider's
time.
gifts come with a price. You won't know until it's already been paid.
So an arm and an eye doesn't count as a
Didn't have
down
much
payment?
choice.
Neither do I. My connection to the void is fading. We've got to act soon. Before it takes me forever.
You found a way to do it. To kill the outsider. How?
I spent years looking for an answer. I searched the Isles. Tracked down a dozen crazy cults. But there's more to the Eyeless. They've got a relic. The knife that made the outsider. Thousands of years ago. It's here. In Karnaca.
A knife. So you want me to steal it?
Soon. First, we need to find out who leads the Eyeless. And where they keep that knife. They're powerful people. Wealthy or noble or both. I don't know their names. But they all have an esoteric tattoo that sets them apart. Those low-ranking thugs at the boxing club talked about getting inked in the Red Camellia in the Upper Syria district.
I'll go there and see what I can find. Try to rest out.
I couldn't do this on my own anymore, Billy. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, it's fairly basic magic theory, really. The knife that made the outsider, the Athame, call it what you will, can be used to unmake him. We just have to find it, steal it from a apparently rather well-connected and well-resourced cult, and then get into the void, and then stab the outsider with it, presumably. Probably stab him many, many times. Yeah, this couldn't possibly go wrong in any way whatsoever.
Those tattoos the Eyeless get all come from the Red Camellia. I need to take a look at their client list.
And assuming the client list even lists the high-up members of the cult, I mean, that's not the kind of stuff you should really be writing down. Let's see, Eyeless remain an eyesore for our city. 2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests because the Grand Guard don't really do arrests. They tend to do more stabby on the spot. Both raids were conducted in derelict warehouses, several shipments of whalebone, insignias, etc., etc., etc. The Grand Guard has not called for Overseer support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardoza stressed the spiritual dangers of bone charms, and if found, bring them directly to your nearest Overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. You may, of course, also be disposed of for complicity in heresy. He gave no further remarks on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigation, suggesting that the Guard and the Abbey are not getting on all that well, or they'd be cooperating on something like that. Oh, going east. Thanks for lending us the skiff. We'll follow the coast east, slip down the port guards. We'll be back next week. I'll stow the boat at the waterlock in Upper Syria district, which just happens to be where we're heading, and interestingly, looks like the waterlock is right next to the Red Camellia. So, that's going to be a useful way out, I suspect. Right, worth bearing in mind. And yeah, can we really get... Do we have to keep this thing around?
Our lives. The Abbey of the Everyman tells us to hate him.
For once, they're right.
So
Hey,
are we working
broken
for the
clocks
Abbey now?
twice a day.
They'd kill us as soon as him if they had the chance. No. The Abbey doesn't want our help. And we don't need it.
Well, that's nice. I mean, could we at least settle on a detente? I mean, they don't have to help us, but they could not kill us as heretics. Is that too much to ask for? Let's see if there's anything in it. Whoa.
That's
What
not
the-
possible. My arm, my eye. It's just like the dreams.
Yeah, of course, because in one timeline, Aramis Stilton goes bonkers, and Billy gets on the wrong side of the fight with the Grand Guard. In another, Aramis doesn't go bonkers for reasons, mostly involving a sleep dart, and as a consequence, the fight never happens. So Billy gets to share a drink with him.
She can see it all. The void breaking and spreading through all the cracks. Like seawater sinking on a ship.
The world really is coming unglued, isn't it? Huh. I wonder if that's what the outsider wants us to do, and I wonder if part of that is going to involve killing him. Does the outsider want to die, or has he just accepted that it's necessary?
It's been a long time since those days.
Yeah, he
Where
had...
did you find that? I haven't seen that face in years.
They sprung up everywhere.
When did you
a few
last look
months
in the
after I
mirror,
left
old
Dunlop.
man?
And you kept it all this time.
Hey, souvenir.
I'd be more careful of nostalgia if I were you.
Yeah. Also, have you got more to say?
Be careful of your arm and eye. You can't know what the outsider wants with you.
No, but I can
And
guess.
he's always watching.
Yeah, which raises some interesting questions about the fact that he presumably knows our plans.
The outsider knows what will happen when he gives out his gifts. I don't think the black-eyed bastard cares.
Or it's possible that he just expects us to take responsibility for what we do with them. Didn't he once say in one of the other Dishonored games that he basically hands his mark out to people who... No, he doesn't. He implies it when he says that he's never appeared to Sokolov despite everything Sokolov's done, because basically Sokolov's not interesting. He knows what Sokolov would do with his gifts.
I saw cults trying to summon the outsider by drinking poisons or eating a blood ox while it's still alive. Most are either fools or liars. The Eyeless are different.
Yeah, they're connected for a start. They've picked up the witches from the old Brigmore Coven. We saw a few there, although those ladies should be depowered because Delilah's had it. And yeah, they actually know things, which, as Daud says, makes them different and infinitely more dangerous.
I'm glad you found me when you did. I don't know how many more fights I had left in me.
Ah, come on, a few dozen at least. You might have made 100 undefeated.
I'll never recover from the months I spent in that pit.
Oh, didn't mean to do that, but as you can see, it does freeze time quite effectively.
The Eyeless leaders never came to the boxing club.
Smart people.
It was just the thugs and the would-be witches who wanted to see me fight.
Right, the rest presumably either had more sense to be in the same room as, well, Daud, or just, well, found more refined forms of entertainment.
I don't know how they got a hold of something as powerful as the knife that murdered the outsider. But we can skin them of all their secrets.
Ah, well, I'm sure that's a plan. Personally, I'll settle for doing it with the knife that murdered the
When
outsider.
you find the Eyeless leaders, do what you want with them. The world won't care whether they live or die.
Okay, we didn't get a chaos meter in the last mission. I wonder if that's the game's way of telling us that we can basically go full stabby without risking a bad
When
ending.
you know where they keep the knife, come back here. We can plan our next move.
Yes, I thought I was just going to roll straight on and steal it immediately. Anything else to say, by the way?
How long have you had this cot? It smells like sweat. Stale liquor.
Anton, what did I tell you about drinking in bed?
Go, Billy. I need to rest.
You do that, old man. I will go and do the dirty work. She found... Oh, Daud's journal. Oh, she found me. I'm not surprisingly grateful. She wasn't the first, etc. A little colder, a little more ruthless. Just I turned into what she was, just like the outsider made me. Huh. Okay, well, I didn't think there was anything to forgive Daud for, honestly, but... Well, I suppose taking a wide-eyed teenage girl and turning her into a cold-blooded murderer does kind of count as something to ask forgiveness for. Also, we've got foresight now. I wonder if there's anything underneath the boat. Yoink. Holes there. Can't really see anything. Seaweed. No. No, I think we've got everything we're going to, and yet, as you mentioned, the engine room's flooded, so I suspect the dreadful whale has had its last voyage. Right, onwards to the Upper Syria district. We need to pay a visit to a two-polar, visit the black market as well, stock up on gear and maybe a few upgrades. And there'll probably be some contracts to grab as well. So, there's no point staying here. Onwards! Onwards, trusty electrical steed. And here we are, the Upper Syria district. A hop, a skip and a jump away from a very long drop. Well, if you ever want to off yourself, that's as good a way as any. Now, what do we got? Derelict building, although some of those windows look openable. Not all of them, but some of them. That one on the first floor definitely does, for example. The local minstrels amusing the drinkers. I wonder if any of them are in fact braving the sensation. Since the floor isn't covered in vomit, I have to assume not. And... oh, display tutorial. Yes, we kind of knew that. Thank you. The Adamire Institute. Massage, solarium, baths, psychopathic killers a specialty. Ooh, ammo. Always worth having. Incendiaries as well. Cool. And wanted poster, Billy Lurk. Damn it, Emily, did you have to go and tell the whole world who I was? Discretion would have been so much better. Who's playing opera around here?
That silver pipe he was smoking the other night, it made him tremendously more attractive.
What, the pipe or the implications about his...
Out of the whole thing. And who's got to clean it up? Me, of course, as always.
As always. Who else? Right, let's see. Set a blink. That. Displace. And semblance gives us the option to steal an identity. Okay. Oop. Oh, God. Right. Freeze time. And, ooh, Alina Ray. Wait, where's those? Alina Ray. Clients, please visit the Red Camellia. Huh. So, just place a displace marker in here and cancel that.
Some kind of trouble? In this part of town? Honestly, why can't they keep all the riffraff in a separate place?
Yes, that would be so much nicer. Easy just to displace to there. You need clear line of sight. You can't just swing around a corner and teleport through a wall. Excuse me. Yoink! Need you out of the way, Missy. And
How hard can it be to clean a few things? Honestly, why do I pay for a house full of servants when they don't do anything?
possibly because you don't pay them enough? Or because they're too busy doing the other 100 things you've asked them to. And what's this? My servant told me came out earlier. Knock on the door 6 times with a break on the 3rd knock. I hope you will come to me soon, my love.
A secret
Shan.
knock. Really?
Huh.
I pay good money to make sure things like this don't happen.
Well, apparently you need to get a refund. Also, history's coming unglued over there as well. Let's go have a looky. Also a map. Pretty much what I suspected. Red Camellia's over there. We've got a few other locations of interest, including a bank. No one asked if you want it. Does that apply to the outsider as well? Because that... Well, we knew from Dishonored 2 that his conversion to a god wasn't by consent, let's just say. And then we have Foresight as well. So we can mark targets and investigate as we go. Wonder if... Yeah, I wonder if there's a way up. There we are. Now, can I pop any of these windows? Oh, Shan
I never
Yun.
cared much for his songs.
Oh, that's the Shan that the tattoo artist was shacking up with.
Please.
Okay, okay, okay. Don't worry about me and the front door of the Red Camellia. Well, I'm guessing going through there probably wouldn't be a viable option. Living leech treat. Oh, the door's locked anyway. Living leech treatment. Draw out your inner beauty. Yes, I totally don't want to have my inner beauty drawn out. Not to mention along with my blood. Okay, what else we got? Oh,
Plagued spirit.
Yep.
The Eyeless's favorite drink, I guess. They even have their own saloon.
The Spectre Club. Yes, where we'll hose the vomit into the gutters to brew up the next batch of whatever it is. Door's blocked as well. Okay. Could simply semblance and walk through, I suppose. Worth bearing in mind. Let's see if there's another way in, however. Front looks impregnable. There's a couple of balconies, but nothing we can easily get to. Maybe up across the tree and then back in on the 3rd floor. Let's have a look at this side entrance. Ooh, drain pipe. Yay for agility, bone charms. Just tiptoe along and... Oh, they've got dogs. 2 dogs, in fact. And again... Well, it might be doable, but it doesn't look great. Especially not if we wake the dogs up. Okay, back it up. Okay, so multiple options for getting in. The question is how much trouble we're going to be in immediately after using any of them. I wonder if that balcony there is an option as well. Yoink! Over. Up again. No. No, it's not usable. Hey Ratties, anything to say? Apparently not. Right, let's take a wander along here. Also, let's shut this. Don't need to draw too much attention after all. Okay, yoink through. Head upstairs. Okay, bone charm nearby. Oh, looks clear. Carcofini, as recommended by the Grand Guard. So your teeth look good when you're punching some poor beggars out. Ah. Bone charm. Right, that's that. Push button. Loot bone charm. And yoink. Right, so 50 coins always handy. Anything else in here? Yep, money. Sponges, needles. Nothing nickable. Human skull. Still nothing nickable. Let's check the rest of this. Grab the loose change. And I don't think there's anything else in here. Not sure what the date is, of course. Okay, next place. Ah, it's a dentist. That's why he's got the skulls lying around. Don't think they're former clients, but you never know. And what's... Right, Ephraim. I'm going to the Spectre Club for a quick drink. It's that place the dock worker mentioned when I placed these. My patient said they had unusual properties like causing euphoria and visions and causing you to wake up in a gutter the next morning having been relieved of all your valuables. Alberto, make sure you lock up the office when you leave. Well, the office was not locked up and I'm very grateful for it. Money and elixirs are always welcome. Let's see what else we got. A couple of toilets. The knocker at the window, eh? Oh, another Sakunan legend. Yeah, I'm guessing opening that would be the last midnight tryst you'd ever have. And toilets with slats, really? Well, I suppose you've still got a modicum of privacy. The slats are positioned so that you can't really see in. Oh, copper wire. One box. Jelly deals, and oh, let's take a jump up. Okay, so we're on the other side, so there's still no... Alright, forget the third floor, the blast shutters are down. Looks like we're either going in the front door or out the... or in through the back via those dogs. Let's see what else we've got.
Guards. I might look different, but they'll still recognize me from the posters.
Great.
Best avoid them if I can.
Yes, that would be a very sensible thing to do. So one guard there. Oh, second watch veteran there. Building there that might offer a way past. Black market's this way though, so let's keep moving. Ah! They have street performance artists in Karnaca. Yet another reason to burn the whole city to the ground. Blink once. And... twice, I think. Let's take a quick look over here. More guards. Lots more guards, in fact. Let's not go down there, although there is another wanted whoa. Wanted poster.
Whose copper was as wee as a minnow. He tugged on it lightly.
Billy, by the look of it.
It grew to be large as a narwhal.
Yes, well, I'm sure that old man from Lampro was very, very happy with the resulting priapism. Okay, back through here. Still trying to work my way along to the black market. Not that way either, not with 3 guards down there and no obvious bypass. Which leaves this way. Okay. I really need to find some way of upgrading the range on this thing. What, the mime? I totally agree. You could at least bother to learn the words. Okay. Take another blink, I think. And there, critically, is the skiff, with someone sat right next to it. Okay, well, let's take a look in here. Ah, another laboratory. Ooh, elixir, I'll have that. Another advert for Carcophyn. Seaweed alcohol teeth rejuvenator. And fermented clove leaf to ward off dirt. All chemists agree it's the best. And 90% of guards agree that it's good to have a smile when you're kicking the peasants' faces in. Oh, chloroform bottle, remember that. Always good to have a couple of gas grenades in reserve if I need them. In fact, there are 2 here, so I'll have the raw whalebone. Okay, close that. And through here. Right, let's see. Down will take us back to street level, probably. I think we're on the first floor at the moment. Up's blocked, so this way, I suppose. Okay, someone clearly needs to tidy up a bit. The Corroded Mind by Alvaro Cardoza. The anatomical evidence clearly demonstrates that the mind itself deteriorates under the outsider's influence. This conclusion is inescapable when you examine the behaviour of his followers because they stop obeying the strictures. Which is logical, I suppose, if you're a devotee of the Abbey. Coin of 2, always worth grabbing. Underwear, somewhat less so. Have a quick glance at the rest of this. Nope. And then out the door. Okay, there's the black market. And how do you run an on-rail carriage aground? That is genuinely impressive. Also impossible. At least I thought it was. So, we need to get down there. Let's see. Blink once. Just drop. There we go. Down again. And we're good. Hello, ratties. Anything to say?
No. Sentient hardwood, sackcloth, stone, acid, a path to rooms of delicious seaside fish flesh. A feast for us. Soon. First, we know.
Someone set up a secret tunnel. Need to keep an eye out for a fishmonger's. But if the rats are here, then... that's how you burgle the black market in this mission, isn't it? Well, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Let's have a look. Death to the mime. Fine, someone clearly has my opinion of street performance artists. I'll split the insurance coin with whoever arranges the death of Georgi Botello, also known as the Syrian Mime. Yeah, we've seen him on Duchess Lysandra Avenue, which is not too far from Dead Man's Bluff. Be smart, make it look convincing, and we have a deal. In other words, throw him off Dead Man's Bluff without being spotted. As long as Michael's banks and customers tormenting me, threatens and blackmails me, I've no idea who she works for, kill them all to earn your stipend. And, our missing dentist. Our brother Alberto was nowhere to be found. Something about a broken jaw and exotic cocktails at the Spectre Club. Right, so we need to get him out. And also, the bartender at the Spectre Club is a lying, heartless snake. Right, he's perfectly suited for his job then. I'm going to bury him in my garden with the sunflowers so he can think about his mistakes for a day or two. Right, okay, and that explains that crate we passed earlier. Huh, okay.
Greetings.
First, however, we're going shopping. What do we got?
The prices reflect the exquisite quality of the items offered.
Right, and absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you're a greedy sod. Well, we'll have the stealth finish to start with, that's always handy. You assume correctly. Oh yes, we'll also have extra ammo capacity. Only having 5 stun bolts was annoying. What else can we grab? Charge shot, increased damage and various other functions, or electrical burst. Well, I could get both, but I'd only have 45 coins, so we'll unlock electrical bursts, and then we'll go think about
At least
gear.
I'm in a good district now, and someday I'll open a proper shop on Rocasa Avenue.
Yes, and I dare say it will immediately get burgled. Okay, so a charge shot will incinerate targets, eh? Huh, okay, well, we'll just stick with the stun option. Don't need that much more ammo. Spring razors, mines, etc. Okay, rapid displacement. So that turns it essentially into a standard blink.
The smell of tobacco. I had to sell the business because
Right,
of the
so
smugglers. Couldn't keep up.
maintain your balance after telefragging someone with displace and only take half damage. Or speed increase, but you take more damage. We'll have the speed increase. I can't say I'm entirely happy with the notion of risking more damage, but the whole point is that we're not going to get spotted by moving faster. And other than that, I think we're good, so we'll just hold off on all of that for the moment.
Think of us again.
Okay. Right, one code-locked door. And we'll find the... I wasn't gone that long. Huh. Right, well, we'll leave the ratties to it. We'll close that and we'll just set up the bone charms, and then we're going to go say hi to a mine. We had those chloroform bottles earlier. I think they're going to come in handy.